Welcome to Tuesday Update. Today is Tuesday, November 10th. Well, this past weekend we had about 482 people come to Mass between here and the Parish Center, the two Masses. That's the most we've had since March, so more people are feeling comfortable coming out. We also had a chance this past weekend to bless our veterans, and we got a little vigil candle here for our veterans. And Deacon Marty, I was grateful to him, he brought the flags for all 5 branches of the military. So we were able to see those, give us a little bit of an explanation on those, which is really nice. And this Thursday, you're going to be getting in constant contact a little video that Kirsten's putting together on our veterans. So make sure you open that up Thursday, and I think you'll enjoy it. I'm also grateful to our school children. They've been writing little Veterans Day cards that Deacon Marty's going to bring over to the VA hospital in Albany. So we're grateful for our kids helping out as well. Remember, starting in Advent, we're going to have 2 daily Masses. We're going to start off with 2. So we're going to do Tuesday 9 a.m. and then 6:30 a.m. on Wednesday. And so remember those Mass intentions that really began in March and continue through the end of November. There's a lot of Mass intentions. I've been remembering those intentions in my Masses. However, if you want to attend a Mass in December, there's those 10 dates, those Tuesdays and Wednesdays in December. If you call the office, we'll include those names in those Masses that we celebrate. And then, of course, there's Masses that are already scheduled in December. So if there's any 6:30 Masses in December, we'll celebrate all of them that one time on Wednesday at 6:30 a.m. For all the 9 a.m. Masses, we'll celebrate that Mass on Tuesday at 9. There are some 7 p.m. Masses that are already scheduled. We'll do that as part of the 9 a.m. Mass. So happy to do that. You call the office and we'll do that. New Mass intentions, what we'll do is you can make those at any time now. You just call Kirsten and she can make you out a Mass card. She can leave it out for you out in the gathering area. But we won't start scheduling them until after the New Year. Okay, but you can arrange for that and get that Mass card for yourselves, but we'll celebrate those after the New Year. We will have our traditional Thanksgiving Day Mass. Remember, we gather here at 9 a.m. on Thanksgiving Day to thank God for all of our blessings. We will use the same protocols that we do on weekends. So we'll do Mass and contact tracing forms. And by the way, if you do have a computer at home, if you could print out those contact tracing forms, not only for Thanksgiving, but for the weekends, that helps things to move along, especially with the cooler weather coming in. It helps people get in here a little bit quicker. No guilt trips. If you don't have a computer at home, don't worry about it. We'll take your name and number back there, but if you do, it helps us. This Saturday from 11 to 1 in the parking lot out by the chapel, we're going to do the frozen turkey collection. And we're going to try and help out some families that have a need this Thanksgiving. So we're going to take them right out of your trunk. You haven't got to get out of the car. We'll take them out of your trunk, probably put them in somebody else's car or truck. We're going to go down to Sister Maureen Joyce Center, as well as over to the Sacred Heart Food Pantry. And we'll bring them to those people, and they'll distribute them from there. But thank you for your help on that. I think I mentioned to you last weekend, really, really proud of you. I'm proud to be a part of this parish with the generosity that all of you show. I mentioned we had 3,000 pairs of socks and t-shirts and underwear between the parish and the school. And that's really, really wonderful. And I thought you'd be interested in where we bring those socks, t-shirts, and underwear. We go down to, some received them at Unity House in Troy, the Schuyler Inn in Manans, the Street Soldiers in Troy, Joseph's House in Troy, St. John St. Anne's in Albany, and St. Catherine Home for Children in Albany. So they're very, very grateful to receive those. And again, thank you for, that's our concrete love of neighbor that's in our mission statement. Recall every year we do our Christmas giving tree, and we typically would have a Christmas tree here in the church. We'd have a bunch of tags on it. But we want to do it, but we can't do it the same way we did it last year. So just because of the whole COVID, we're not going to have the Christmas tree. We're not going to have the tags. We're not going to have people buying gifts and bringing gifts back and handling packages. But we would like to try and help those families and agencies that need help with gift cards. And so we would be, if you could ever help us with Target cards, Walmart cards, Amazon, Price Chopper, Hannaford, or a written check written out to St. Pius for that, we would be very, very grateful. And you can give them to us, you can send them in the mail. We have, for those of you who attend Mass here, we have the baskets at the exits here in the church in the parish center. You can just drop the cards in there. Or we've got that drop box, that black drop box that's right outside the chapel doors. It's right on the wall, right on the pillar there. We check that every day. We clean it out every day. And so if you wanted to drop off any gift cards that way, we'd be very, very grateful to you. And we'll continue that effort until the 13th of December. And then we'll disperse and get all those cards to the right places. And if you want to check our website, tomorrow there's more details on that. Our Advent and Lenten breakfasts are coming up. I really, really enjoy them. We're going to have to do them virtually this year. Got to do them virtually. But for the men, it's going to be on Friday, December 4th. John Musaw is going to talk to us. And then on Saturday, Rebecca Riccuti is going to talk to the women. And so we'll do it right here from the church, but we'll have you watch us on the live stream. And I think they're really good because they just, the whole idea is just talking about where our faith and our life intersect. And that's what John and Rebecca will be doing. I'm sure they'll do a good job. Well, Advent's almost here. And, 2 weeks from this Sunday is the start of Advent. And our staff has been working on something I think is very, very neat. I think you're going to enjoy it. It's called Advent in a Box. And we're going to distribute the boxes, one for each family, the weekend before Thanksgiving. And I think it's going to be a real aid to you in trying to help with prayer and scripture and service in these 4 weeks of preparation for Christmas. So you'll hear more about that Advent in a Box, but I think you're going to like it. We are going to have our second expectant and adoptive mom blessing, and that's going to take place on November 18th at 7 p.m. It's going to be virtual. So if we have any expectant moms or adoptive moms out there, please give us a call. We'd love to have a little blessing with you virtually, and we want to drop a little goodie package off at your house at some point in time. So give us a call. We'd love to do that. We've had a lot of baptisms here. Of course, March, April, May, we didn't get a chance to do any because of the whole COVID, but I've added several other times for baptisms. They're all full now. So I'm adding more dates for baptisms here in November and December. If you go to the website, there's going to be additional dates there for you. They won't be on until Wednesday. But and then we'll add some additional dates for January and February. We're going to try and catch up with our baptisms. But I love doing these baptisms, and I'm so glad we have so many of them here. But it's great when we don't have enough dates. We can always come up with more dates for baptisms. We asked some parishioners, what are they grateful for? The month of November is a great time to be taking a look at our blessings with Thanksgiving. And we asked that question to Lou Buff, and Lou had 3 points of gratitude. I'm very, very proud of Coach Buff because he didn't have 2 points, not 4 points, 3 points. And so he talks about this. He says he's grateful that he was raised in the Catholic faith. Number 2, he was grateful that he was able to raise 5 children and be married to his wife for 62 years. And 3rd, he's grateful for having the privilege of being a member of the St. Pius community. And then Gail Allen, she reflects as follows: I am grateful for my faith, family, friends, and freedom. In these COVID days, they are my sources of constancy and stability. I thank God every day for these blessings. Last, today is the feast of St. Leo the Great. Very few saints are they called the Great. He is also one of the doctors of the church. So those two titles, the Great and Doctor, are reserved to very, very few people, very few saints. And it's because he made a tremendous contribution to the church in terms of theology. He was a 5th century pope, and at the time, a lot of controversy in our church, tearing it apart in terms of, who was this Christ? Fully human or fully divine? And Pope Leo was able to kind of pull it together and say, hey, listen, he's fully divine and fully human. And took a fractured church and did a lot of healing. So that's why he gets those honorary titles of St. Leo the Great and a doctor of the church. So continue to have a good week. We'll look forward to seeing you this weekend. Maybe we'll see you here in person, or we'll we'll see you through the live stream, but God bless.